You're sitting at your desk right now, staring at the same screen, the same inbox, the same meeting invite you've ignored 3 times already. And somewhere in the back of your mind, a quiet thought keeps surfacing. There has to be something better than this. Well, what if I told you that 12 months from now, you could be working only 3 days a week, making more money than you do today, in a field where your work actually matters? No medical school, no 8-year grind, no 6-figure debt. In this video, I'm breaking down 5 real healthcare careers with real salary numbers that you can step into in under 2 years. Stay with me, because job number 4 alone starts at nearly $90,000, and most people have never even heard of it. Let me tell you about Sarah. 12 months ago, she was pulling in $45,000 a year at a corporate desk job, buried in spreadsheets, back-to-back meetings that could have been emails, and a level of mental exhaustion that no paycheck was big enough to justify. She wasn't lazy, she wasn't unambitious. She was just stuck. And then she discovered something that completely rewired her future: allied healthcare. Today, Sarah works 3 12-hour shifts a week as a diagnostic medical sonographer. Her income has doubled to $85,000 a year, and those 4 remaining days? They're hers, fully hers. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That sounds too good to be true, but this isn't a motivational story pulled from thin air. The Bureau of Labor Statistics confirms that diagnostic medical sonography is one of the fastest-growing imaging fields in the country, with median pay sitting solidly above $80,000. Sarah's path was a 20-month certificate program at a community college. In that role, she uses advanced ultrasound technology to help physicians diagnose conditions. She calls herself an imaging detective, and honestly, that's exactly what it feels like. You're not pushing paper, you're reading the human body like a map, and the findings you capture could change someone's life that same afternoon. But sonography is just the entry point, because here's what most people completely miss when they start researching healthcare careers. They only look at nursing, and they stop there. Let me introduce you to Alex. He was managing a retail store 60 hours a week, covering shifts, de-escalating customer complaints, watching his weekends disappear. When Alex discovered MRI technology, he was skeptical. He'd never worked in healthcare a day in his life. But he enrolled in a 2-year associate degree program, passed the ARRT registry exam, and stepped into a role that felt nothing like anything he'd done before. Now he operates million-dollar scanning machines in a quiet, climate-controlled environment. No angry customers, no weekend closings. Just precision, technology, and a paycheck averaging $83,000 a year, with experienced MRI techs and travel contracts pulling well over $100,000. And here's the thing that makes MRI particularly powerful in 2026. Artificial intelligence is reshaping entire industries, and white-collar jobs are feeling that pressure first, but you cannot outsource the skilled hands and trained eyes of a certified imaging technologist. That hands-on clinical expertise is, and will remain, irreplaceable. This career isn't just a pivot, it's a safe harbor. Now, before we get to the top-paying position on this list, I want to stop and ask you something genuinely. How many months are you actually willing to invest to unlock the next 20 or 30 years of your career? Because the people who make this transition aren't geniuses. They're just the ones who stopped waiting for a better moment and made a decision. Drop your number in the comments. 6 months, 12 months, 2 years. I genuinely like to know where you are. And if you want a breakdown of affordable programs near you, I've put together a free allied healthcare roadmap linked in the description below. Now here's where it gets interesting, and this one surprises people every single time. Career number 3 is cardiovascular technologist. Think about Michael. Years in customer service, fielding angry calls, managing conflict for a salary that barely kept up with inflation. He took a targeted cardiovascular technology program, and today he stands beside cardiologists in the cath lab, assisting in procedures that keep hearts beating. The entry-level range starts around $66,000, but with modest overtime, which is consistently available in this specialty, it crosses $90,000 comfortably. And beyond the money, Michael talks about something that no desk job ever gave him: professional pride. The feeling of being essential in a room where it genuinely matters. But that's not the only high-stakes option on this list. Career number 4, and this is the one I promised you, is surgical technologist. Forget everything you've seen on television. In reality, the operating room is one of the most disciplined, precise environments in all of medicine. As a surgical tech, you are the right hand of the surgeon. Every instrument, every supply, every sterile field, that's your domain. You have to anticipate needs before they're spoken. because in surgery, a second of delay is a second too long. The pay ranges from $55,000 to $75,000 to start, with experienced surgical techs in high-demand metro areas earning significantly more. But what draws people to this career isn't just the money. It's the fact that you clock out with nothing following you home. There are no emails, no quarterly reports, no performance review anxiety. You walked into that OR, you did your job with excellence, and you left. That clean psychological break? For a lot of career changers, that alone is worth everything. And for our fifth career, this one is for the people who genuinely cannot sit still. If you're extroverted, physically active, and you need human connection to feel energized at work, then becoming a physical therapist assistant might be the most natural transition you'll ever make. No 7-year doctorate required, a 2-year associate degree is the entry point. In this role, you're on the floor every day, helping a college athlete rebuild their knee after an ACL tear, helping an elderly patient take their first independent steps after a hip replacement. The environment is charged with positive momentum, progress, and real human gratitude. Not the performative corporate kind. The kind where someone looks at you with tears in their eyes because they just walked across a room they thought they'd never walk across again. The average salary lands around $64,000 annually, with strong demand projected through the decade as the population continues to age. What ties all 5 of these careers together isn't just the income, it's the architecture of the life they make possible. Shorter training windows, lower upfront cost compared to a 4-year degree, consistent job security in a sector that doesn't offshore or automate its clinical roles, and a sense of purpose that most office jobs simply cannot replicate. So let's bring it home. Sarah, Alex, and Michael. They weren't starting from a position of advantage. They were scared. They doubted themselves, but they chose momentum over comfort. And 12 to 24 months later, their financial and professional lives looked nothing like before. The healthcare workforce shortage in 2026 is real, and hospitals across the country are actively recruiting certified professionals right now. The 5 careers we covered today, sonography, MRI technology, cardiovascular technology, surgical technology, and physical therapist assisting, all offer under 2-year pathways, strong salaries, and the kind of daily work that actually means something. Which of these 5 careers speaks most to you, and what's honestly holding you back from making the move? Leave that in the comments. I read every single one. If this video gave you something useful, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next roadmap. I'll see you in the next one.